Alrighty, we have the level 53 fishing quest. Fisherman, fisher, whatever. Fishing quest. Given to us by a name I can't pronounce very well. Ansaulme. Anyway, in Ishgard, in this, the Forgotten Knight Tavern. Here we go. Ooh, I have a hat this time, possibly. I think I'm gonna go hands, though. Anyway. Cool, here we go. Good to see you, Mercy. I've got some news for you that I think you're gonna like. Have you ever heard of a fish called an Icepick? Not only do they have a kick like a Mylodon and the wits to give any fisherman a challenge, but cut them into goujons. I'm sorry. Goujo Nancy Sam. Nope, nope, that can't be a word. Hold on. Can it? Is it? Hold on. Nope, I can't. It's an injustice. Hold on. What? Goujons are small, narrow strips of meat, typically fish or chicken, that are breaded and deep fried. That's just strips. They're just strips. Why would you call them goujon? Why do you... it's probably not pronounced that. Goujon, maybe? Originates from the French word for gudgeon, or gudgeon, oh, which is small freshwater fish. What the I don't even know. There's a pronunciation here, but it's using characters that I have no idea what those mean. Whatever. Okay, fine. Cut them into goujons and fry them till they're golden, and they're just like the thing to, and they're just the thing to take away the taste of Guy Briand's best brown. Whatever. Well, a shoal of the beauties has been sighted in a fishing hole I know in the Western Highlands of Coerthas. Let's head over, shall we? I'll meet you by the northern entrance to Falcon's Nest. Back to Falcon's Nest. Back to life. Back to the Falcon's Nest. I'm just gonna do this, because whatever. You can fly there for like 5 gil. But, why? Would require running around Ishgard a little bit. So thank you. If you'll notice, I did the botany level 53 quest and chose the body for that as a reward, which I like a lot. I'm going to use it for glamour from now on. Well, from now until I find something better, but anyway. I'm probably going to choose the hands as my reward for this one. A little bit, we're kind of still in Falcon's Nest in Coerthas Western Highlands. It's very, very snowy, but like a little bit, we're almost out of it to the north. Ah, Mercy, you're finally here. I was afraid I'd missed you. Literally less than a minute, whatever. To tell the truth, this young lady and I have just returned from the fishing hole. I'll explain in a second, but first, allow me to introduce you. Mercy, meet Raina, your fellow fishing enthusiast. We only just met ourselves. She was just passing by when I spotted the rod strapped to her back and introduced myself. Raina had heard about the Icepick sighting too, and, well, after a bit of mutual rod rattling, we decided to have a little competition. I'm sorry we didn't wait for you, but you know how hot-headed we fishers can be. Of course, I wish I had waited. Now, by the time I'd managed to catch my first decent-sized Icepick, she already had a brace in the net. How embarrassing for you, and in your own stamping grounds, too. Why, I'd never been to that fishing hole before in all my life, yet the fish were practically throwing themselves out of the water for me. She's a human woman, I think. Yeah, higher, whatever in this game. Higher woman. Has some shades on, in a white, like, baseball cap with some black on the sides and some yellow pattern I can't see really well. A yellow jacket with some white and black. Black pants down to, like, mid-thigh, and then, like, kind of gray tall boots. Ah, kick me while I'm down, why don't you? I demand vengeance, Mercy, and who better to deliver it than the Lady Master Wawalago, called the absolute apex of the angling art. The absolute... Okay, my options are ... the absolute apex of the what now? Or leave it to me. The absolute apex of the what now? The apex of the angling art. The perfect Piscatrix, the finest fisherwoman in the firmament. He was talking about you, Mercy. If there's anyone who can wipe that smirk off Raina's face, you can. The pond where you'll find the fish is off to the north. Cross the bridge and keep going until you reach the Gorgane Holding. G-O-R-G-A-G Nancy E. Gorgagny? Whatever. It's probably French. You should find it easily enough. It's the only stretch of water. It's the only stretch of liquid water in Malms. Raina caught 2 ice picks, so you're gonna have to catch 3. Okay. Do I have the bait for it? Is my question. I caught these already. So, ice pick. Ew, that's not how you spell it. Ice pick. I always like to go to Eorzea database first to make sure I got everything I need. Wow, lots and lots, because it's one of the quests. There's a lot of comments here. What's the most recent? Versatile lure. Doesn't believe the time matters. Standard hooking. This person is using something called identical cast, and I don't know what the frick that means. I don't have it, do I? No. In fact, I don't see it in my actions. So what am I missing? She keeps, like, this person has commented a couple times about identical cast, and I have no idea what it is. Am I dumb? Am I missing it? Can I not read? Oh, level 79? Dude, this is a lot. Whatever. She's not doing it for the quest, it's fine. Okay. 2718. Come fly with me, let's fly away. So since I'm at 30x right now and 30y, I need to go way more north than I need to go west. You say to follow the river until you reach the only like actual water. 27 is here, 18 is down here. Oh, so this patch? I'm not going the right way. Hold on. I did not know that this was going to be water on the map. That's interesting. I guess all of this, like, light... yeah, whatever. Anyway. We do find water. A lake? Yeah. Decent size, actually. I think I have versatile lures, yeah, because I was using it to catch something recently. We'll do fast cast. Chum. If you use lures, they take longer to hook something, so to me it's worth it. I think a single exclamation point was what this ice pick is going to be. You get an Abelathian smelt, which I have not caught before. No, I have. Okay, but I can mooch it. Let's mooch it. Why not? I don't think I need it for anything. Yeah. I probably caught one before, actually, because it didn't say it was added to my log, so. The unfrozen pond was, but I've caught the smelt before. You get a double point. I like saying that better than exclamation point, because I can't pronounce exclamation easily for some reason. Sorcerer fish. Awesome. 64.3 ilms. Oh, that's cool. My squadron is ready to get me to, I think it's gonna help when I do this next squadron mission. I believe it's gonna let me rank up to the second to highest rank possible. And I don't know if the last rank is possible at all in this game right now, but sorcerer fish. That's cool. Can anybody use or anything? Nope, no recipes. Yeah, that's fine. I found out these cordials And you probably could have, well, actually it doesn't say, but there's a cooldown on them. I didn't, oh, 4-minute recast. I could have read that easily. Okay, double point. Could be I just directly got a sorcerer fish. We'll see. Albino octopus. That is new to me as well. Cool. See, the cool thing about fishing is, like, I can go into... what? Oh, I didn't search. Okay, I can go into this list and be like, okay, I need to catch this. And if I look on Eorzea database and it says, okay, this is where you catch this and this is bait you use, sometimes you go there, you use the bait in question, and you'll catch like 4 different fish. So like you'll populate this list more, like 3 to 4 times, just trying to catch one fish, based on what the internet says is the best way to catch that fish. Like I've already caught 2 fish that I've never caught before. The albino octopus and the sorcerer fish. So it means I don't have to do it again. Neither of which are used for cooking, so... You see. There's another smelt. Abelathian. So far that's 4 casts and no Icepick. Here's my first Icepick. This guy is saying, like, I caught 2 Icepicks in my first 5 casts, but didn't catch the 3rd one until number 17. So, with versatile lures specifically. So, you know, I'm prepared to put in the time. In the meantime, the smelt is also not used for anything, so I'll just be desynthesizing that stuff. No problem. I think the versatile lure, depending on your perception and or gathering, can catch everything of your current level. I don't know for sure. Your current ability, I guess. This person seems to think you have to have at least 300 in both perception and gather, but I think you're wrong. I'm not there. I caught a sorcerer fish without mooching. That's interesting. I'm at 270 gathering, 226 perception. And this video will be available for people who are on the same quest and want to catch the same fish. You'll see what it's like for somebody who is the same gear as you, probably, unless you're doing this at a much higher level because you just didn't want to wait. I don't want to wait until you were like, if you just like did leaf, if you have the money and you want to spend it, the gil. Oh, I failed. Okay. Then you can probably do leave quests all the way from 1 to 100. I don't necessarily think that you need to do the quests. You get gear. You get gear for free, basically. It just takes time. Obviously, you're sacrificing time to get gear. Up to you how you want to do it. I was gonna say, please don't let it get away again. I don't like that. It sucks. Sorkfish. Theoretically, I could do patience, but I'm not entirely sure that actually hooks large fish. Wow, 71.6 ilms. So much as it hooks fish with a strong bite. Sorry. This wouldn't necessarily make sure that I'm catching double exclamation point fish, because I think double exclamation point means it has a strong bite. I don't think that it's related to their size. I could be wrong. I actually don't know how it works that perfectly, so yeah. I'm gonna have to do a bunch of just normal casts pretty soon here, because for fishing the GP, just... Oh, Ice Fairy. That's new as well. Cool. And then some of these fish, you kind of want to, if you're still interested in making your money back, don't desynthesize them right away. Even if they say that there's no recipe for them, you can go on the marketplace and see that some, like, I think all of the fish you catch can be put into aquariums. And for instance, where'd they go? I know I have two more. These marble Oscars that I caught while I was trying to catch other fish, they sell for like 5,000 gil each, or six. Like on my marketplace, it's like 6,900 or whatever. But I like to undercut a lot just to get them out of my inventory. And if somebody wants to buy them and upsell them, that's their prerogative. I don't care. But like you can use them in fish tanks, or you can use them for making like prints, like PRINTS prints, like fish prints. Those are like a Japanese art. I think it's Japanese. But in this game, it also exists, and like you can make wall paintings isn't the right word, but prints. I'm annoyed I've caught more of these, what I would consider rare fish, than the Icepick that I would hope would be less rare. But in theory, Goblin Jig is said to be very good. Oh, there's my second Icepick. Cool. Some people have tried the stonefly nymph and the the caddisfly larva and had okay luck, but yeah, they're saying save yourself the time and headache and get the Goblin Jig. Why'd this guy put a Z coordinate? What the fuck does that mean? I don't even have a Z coordinate. I'm not going to use another cordial. I think I'm going to catch another one within like 5 casts, and I'm not in a hurry. I'm going to have dinner after this, but it's just half a Granny Smith apple that I slice and then scoop with the apple some good cottage cheese. When I was growing up, we used to do applesauce with applesauce on top of cottage cheese, and I found out like applesauce is there's usually a bit more sugar than I would like in it, but apples themselves, they have natural sugar but no added sugar. And by gosh, I'm sure there are other apples that work, but I love Granny Smiths, and they do quite well in cottage cheese. I hope that doesn't make anybody like vomit at the thought of it, but and I'm gonna add my experience onto the Eorzea database so that everybody will know, with versatile lure only, how many casts it took to catch another Ice Fairy, but the biggest Ice Fairy so far at 2.9. That's let's mooch it. See what mooching the Ice Fairy does. Actually, now that I'm thinking about it, I don't even have to like... Oh. Wait, why was I allowed to mooch it if nothing... Am I not... Oh, I might not be high enough level. That's fine. I get that. That's fine. I can spend Angler's Art. Hold on. Well, unless I catch my last Icepick. I did not. So let's Angler's Art to get our get some GP back. Actually, I will have to add one ice fairy because I did not catch something with that mooch, and that will otherwise negatively affect things and stuff. Another moochable ice fairy. I think I've already learned. Hold on. Ice fairy. What can you catch by mooching an ice fairy? You need to catch 5 ice fairies to gather Fisher's Intuition. And then, oh wow. So it's a legendary big fish called the Charbonnet. Charlie H-A-R-I Bravo E Nancy E Tom. I don't have any. I don't think I'm high enough level for this. High enough fisher level. Gathering 1298 perception. Oh yeah, okay, yeah, okay, yeah. So yeah, definitely no freaking reason whatsoever to mooch that guy. Okay. I didn't even do that, but it's fine. I'll have to remember that I have one mooch that I didn't catch. I already said that. Don't worry about it. In Final Fantasy XI, if you had a specific bait on your hook, so okay, let me say this in a better way. Let's say you went to what in Final Fantasy XIV is called a fishing hole, which is just a euphemism for a spot you can fish at with any bait, any rod, whatever. In Final Fantasy XI, anywhere you cast your line, depending on the bait you used, if the bait was something that particular body of water has a fish in that body of water that likes that bait, you will attempt to catch it. And back in the day, before it was an active event, and even actually when it became an active event, you could snap your rod by catching something that was too big for you. I don't think that you can snap your rod in this game, mostly considering that they're all like, well, they're not all, but they're quest rewards. They're high quality. I don't think there were any high quality rods in 11. I mean, there were ones that were you could only receive via quest, but they weren't. There was no HQ version of the fishing rods, as far as I remember. Icepick, yay! Also, I actually really want to start. When I do the 55 quest today, I am gonna attach materia after I have got all of the level 55 gear that's possible. I've already attached one piece of materia to my to my fishing hands. My botany hands I have not yet. I have one. I have a +5 gathering materia, but I have to pee really quick, so I'll be right back. before I leave, let me write down. Where are you? Post a comment. We were at 27.3, 18.4. Okay, cool. Now I can go turn in this quest, and I have everything I need for. Do the ice picks, are they worth? No. Okay, cool. All right, cool. I was just making sure I didn't need them for some craft soon. Yeah, I'll save time. We'll just teleport back to Falcon's Nest. 70 gil, it ain't nothing. The fishing hole where we found the ice picks is up in the Gorgain Holding. Just head north, cross the Black Iron Bridge, and you'll be there. Raina caught 2 ice picks. You're gonna have to catch 3. I'm counting on you, Mercy. Hand over the 3 ice picks. Cutscene. We see them on a plate. Haha! 3 ice picks and every one a beauty. How do you like that, Raina? Who's laughing now? She puts her arms like up, like hands forward, like up, at either side of her shoulders. What? I can't believe you beat my record. All right, I'll admit it. You're a better fisherwoman than me, and thrice as good as Ansaulme. She smirks. I may have lost the contest, but it's been wonderful to meet you both. I thought I was the only one who spent her days traveling the realm, taking on what jobs I can to fuel my fishing habit, but now I know there's at least 2 more Epicureans in the world. I thought Epicureans were food related. I don't know. Like cooking related. So you're a real angling addict, are you, Raina? No doubt you could tell us some tales that would set our fish-fancying hearts aflutter. Of course. It's the least I can do. The winner of the competition should have a reward after all. Now I don't know if there's any truth in this tale, but there's a certain story doing the rounds in Dravania that you might find interesting. Not so very long ago, there was a Chocobo hunter who found a wounded fish on the shore of the Sea of Clouds. It was a Moogle spirit, known to fishermen the realms over as the Manta of the Skies. A hook was through its lip, an unattended rod lying at its side. The hunter took up the rod and freed the fish, but as soon as he did so, the spirit scooped him in its fins and swept him away to an island above the clouds. Not knowing where he was, or how to get home, he dropped the line into the clouds while he awaited rescue. Within moments there was a jerk on the line, and he pulled up a strange fish covered in spines. A few more minutes of fishing, and he had enough of the things to spell out "help" in Cloudkin. His message was spotted by a passing airship, and the fellow was saved. Well, what do you think? The Chocobo hunters tell it to their children as a bedtime story, but I've got a funny feeling there might be more to it than that. But anyway, I can't stand around chatting while there's work to be done. If the story tickled you, why don't you go and have a look around the Sea of Clouds? If you're lucky, you might catch a few of these helpful fish yourselves. She waves. And she walks off out of the scene. He has a think on it. These strange fish the Chocobo hunter pulled from the clouds. I think I might have an idea what they were. The Ishgardian nobility used to harvest them for their poison, so much so that they drove them into extinction. Or so I thought, until now. Here, Mercy, take some of these. The noblemen used to bait their hooks with these red balloons to catch those fish. If the creatures really are still around, chances are their tastes haven't changed. Balloon bugs spend their lives in the skies, but they make their nests in the earth. If you should need any more of them, a friendly botanist or miner should be able to dig some out for you. But anyway, thanks for today. You really saved my skin. If Raina had won that contest, I don't think I ever would have lived it down. I'm heading back to the night to celebrate. See you again, Mercy. I'll take the gloves this time for a plus 20 to my gathering. We get a cedar fishing rod, level 52, 50 of the red balloons he mentioned, and cloud fishing. As a passive trait, allows you to cast your line from floating islands. Was I not already able to do that? Okay, cool. Cool. I have cast my line into like this. So what to the east of White Brim is you just cast your line into what are clouds. It's not a floating island, obviously, but you are still casting into basically air / clouds. So I've already done it before getting that trait, but I don't know, whatever. Cool. Let's equip stuff and be done with this all, and then I'll post and I'll get dinner first, and then I'll post. So new gloves, heck yeah. New rod, heck yeah. Gathering +6, heck yeah. More. Perception 5, perception 6. Cool beans. I need to not sort my inventory so I can keep track of what I caught there. We can, however, upgrade our fisher from 49 item level to 53. Heck yeah. And then botanist will also equip these new gloves. Botanist goes from 56 to 58. It'll always be higher because botany has this offhand weapon that gives... I don't know why the fisher doesn't realize that isn't a slot that can be populated, so it doesn't... It's really dumb, actually, that it doesn't do that. But anyway, I will do... My talking ability seems to suck right now, so I'm probably not going to do any more videos tonight, which is annoying because I thought I could pound out another 2, but I really... It sucks. It doesn't feel good to talk a lot right now, so... but I have more to make tomorrow, so that's always nice, you know. I have level 55 botany and fishing to do, and culinary in 55 and 58, and I will not do the culinary in 58 until my botany and fishing are 58, because that seems to be the trick to keep up with the gathering and fishing I need to do to make those items, to make that food. So hope you enjoyed. I will see you next time for whatever video of mine you watch next, and I will thank you. Bye. I was going to say see you next time again, but I'm an idiot. Okay, bye.